Hello, everyone. A very good morning to you all. Welcome to the 6th day of Gut Reset Phase. This is your host, Prashant Priyadarshi. As you all have already completed the half journey of Gut Reset Phase, I'm sure you must be getting the maximum benefits of it. Yesterday, we got to know about the harsh reality, how high fat, high food, high sugar, processed foods, alcohol, and smoking affect our gut and health. Today, we will get to know about gut check, exploring the crucial role of diet, how it affects our optimal gut health through a comparison of animal-based and plant-based meals. And to talk about this, we have none other than Dr. Shyam Ramakrishnan, the Director, Innovation and Science, and also leading the emerging market of Innovation and Science portfolio. He is the person who has been so instrumental and integral part of this journey. So without much ado, please help me invite and welcome Dr. Shyam Ramakrishnan, who will take us through. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, Prashant. So very good morning to all of you. Just want to wish you the best 6 days of this program, and I'm sure you are shining. And my all the best wishes for you to continue this. So today, I will not talk about the diet. There'll be someone, Simrita is going to talk about that, our nutritionist. But my today's topic would be very brief. I will just take 2 or 3 minutes of your time, basically on a different topic altogether, which is on how our organs are linked to each other. A few days ago, I had mentioned about how our gut and brain are linked to each other, right? So similarly, there is so these just like if you're a car, our engine is connected to the wheels, and the engine is connected to the headlights. So one goes bad, the other goes bad. So there is all cross-link, just like that, even more complex, of course, than
Dr.
that.
Shyam, the digital
organs.
stage is all yours.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Able to hear you.
Okay. Did you hear my talk before, right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Shyam. It was audible.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So today I want to take you on a journey through the remarkable world within our bodies, focusing on the intimate relationship between our liver and gut microbiome. That is,
So please unmute yourself.
I think Dr. Shyam is his voice is audible. Everything is perfectly going on fine as of now. Dr. Shyam, I think you can go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so as I was saying, so this interaction between the gut and liver is a very, very strong connection, and the research is ongoing. So imagine a bustling highway directly linking your gut to the liver. This highway is called the portal vein. Okay, this highway is called the portal vein. Through this vein, substances from the gut get fast-tracked straight to the liver. And why does this matter? Because our liver acts as kind of a processing plant, right? It metabolizes and detoxifies substances to prevent them from spreading throughout the body. So liver is a very important organ for us because it cares about our body. So it starts detoxifying anything which they see is harmful to our body, right? But the story doesn't end there. Our liver also secretes the bile acids. Now, these bile acids, which have a significant role to play in the composition of our gut microbiome. So liver bile acids impacts the gut also. Not only the gut impact the liver bile acids impacts the gut, and it starts modifying the gut microbiome. So depending upon the the bile acids, right? The amount of bile acids which is being produced, the composition of bile acids itself. So it essentially affects what types of bacteria can thrive in the gut. So this intricate interactions signifies the dawn of what we call the liver-gut microbiome interaction. The liver-gut microbiome interaction. However, not all is always well in the complex relationship. An imbalance in our gut microbiome, known as a gut dysbiosis, has been linked to various liver diseases, including NAFLD, ALD, cirrhosis, etc., etc. So this imbalance, coupled with what is known as a leaky gut, contributes significantly to liver inflammation. So recent preclinical studies, meaning animal studies, have unveiled the gut microbiome's potential role in the onset of NAFLD, which is a non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, painting a picture of its crucial role in our overall liver health. That is how critical the gut microbiome is for our liver health, right? So what can we do about it? We can talk about so much research. The research is always ongoing, is evolving, the science is evolving. So, but we need to take something in our hand. So I'll encourage each of you to take proactive steps to nurturing your gut health. And I'm sure if for the last 6 days, the last 5 days, you have been hearing some amazing information on how to nurture your gut health. And today also you will hear something great. But start with mindful eating, for example. Incorporate a diet rich in fiber, prebiotics, probiotics, support the diversity of gut microbiome. Foods like high fiber fruits and vegetables are great places to start. Remember, not all probiotics are the same, and their benefits can vary. Strains like Bacillus coagulans have shown promise, but more research is needed. Additionally, of course, just like what the speaker yesterday mentioned, consider reducing your intake of processed foods and sugars, which can promote dysbiosis and negatively impact your liver health. So regular exercise and adequate hydration also contributes to a healthy gut environment. So, but importantly, I will tell you, if you're dealing with liver issues or any other health concern, definitely have a consultation done with the healthcare professional first. They can provide the right guidance that's tailored to your individual health needs and conditions. Okay, so that is my thought for the day, and I will pass on the stage back to Prashant for the next speaker. So Prashant, stage is yours.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this brief insight. I'm sure this will enrich us all. To take this journey forward and extend this session, we have one more speaker. She happens to be the expert of her domain. She is an experienced nutritionist. She has done her master's in food science and nutrition, and also accredited with gold medal. She has an overall experience of 5 years. And to talk about the nutrition part in our today's session, please help me invite Simrita Kaur Dhanjal.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prashant sir, for the wonderful introduction. So first of all, very good morning, everyone. And today we are welcome to the 6th day of Gut Reset, and we have already covered the half journey of our Gut Reset phase. And I'm so happy to see everyone present every day, so motivated and with so much of enthusiasm. And you all are attending the knowledge sessions and exercise sessions. So a great applaud for all of you. Amazing. And without wasting the time, let's dive into today's topic. And just let me share my screen and we can start today's session. So is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so Today we will going to know about, like, our topic is exploring the crucial role of diet in maintaining optimal gut health through a comparison of animal-based and plant-based meals. So today we will going to know which diet is more benefit for us, either your plant-based diet or animal-based diet, and which will provide a good environment for your gut microbiota and to grow them, to flourish them, and for in a better way, which diet can give you that optimum environment. So let's start and let's see which diet is better for us and compare them scientifically. So I just want to know from everyone what your thought on this. Which diet is more good, your plant-based food or your animal-based food? You can write down your answers in the chat box. Just let me know which food you think is more good for our gut microbiome to grow in a better way, in a more optimal, and which provide the optimum environment. Is your plant-based diet or animal-based diet? So in this today's session, we're going to know about which diet as compared to the plant-based diet, which and animal-based diet, which is more optimum, which is giving us more benefits, and which is more good for our gut microbiota to grow in a better way. And you all know that we started this journey of gut reset by saying that go for a plant-based diet and opt for a plant-based food. And you always have this question, why we ask you to stop taking the animal-based, and this why we are focusing on plant-based. So these questions must be arising in your head, and you'll be asking why of everything. So in today's session, you'll be getting the answer to all of your questions. So let's see more further, like which diet is more benefit for us. So to understand it much better way, let's go back to in history, let's go back in past and see how humans evolved throughout these years and throughout this time, and see the connection and understand the connection of your gut microbiota and your plant-based diet. So we all are aware with this picture. We know we will see seeing this picture in our textbooks, and we know what this picture means. So we evolved from an ape era to a human, and it happens not in just a day or in just a year. It took a lot of years, a lot of time, and with so many of evolution, so many things happening around us. So we know like we go through a lot of change in time. So we if we talk about the evolution of human beings, so definitely humans are the most evolved species on earth. And is my screen is not visible? Is any
It is not in presentation mode.
okay?
It is, can you make it full screen, please?
Is it now fine?
Still the same, but please continue.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So as we're talking about the evolution of human beings, and we know that humans are the most evolved species in our throughout this time, and we have come across from being an ape to a human completely, and that is because of a lot of things. Let's take an example. Let's take example like how a tree grows, how like a tree evolved. So from a root, we know a trunk is came out, and it depends on a lot of factors, how your tree grows. So your geographical changes, and we know about the environmental factors and the nourishment you get, the tree got from the soil. And also these factors influences in what direction the branches will lead. So everything like that. Similarly, we human evolved. So it depends on the various factors throughout this evolution. A lot of factors affect us, our geographical things, physical changes, climate, and the diet we opt. All of these things and all of these factors again affect our physiological aspect as well. If it affects our gut microbiota, definitely, because we are talking about that. Our diet is also one of the factors which affect our evolution. So similarly, we know we're coming from the ape era to there was a time when we don't know what to eat and what are things we need to gather for ourselves and what things we need to take for better health. So as we go ahead, as we evolve, as we got to know which is more beneficial for us, our surroundings change, our things to choose for ourselves changes, and that is one of the major factors. So let's go on the next slide. So I just wanted to know, did our gut microbiota co-evolve, or has it remained the same? Just I want to know from you, just give me a yes or no. What do you think? Our gut microbiota also evolved or also changed throughout this time, or it just be physically changes from being an ape to a human being? So just give me a yes or no in the comment section, and just let me know what's your thoughts are. So definitely the answer is yes. Gut microbiota did co-evolve with human evolution, and we know, as I've mentioned earlier, that there are a lot of factors which affects us throughout this evolution, and definitely your gut microbiota is also affected by that evolution as well. If we go ahead, we will see how these things happen. Just let me give you a very quick example. Let me explain you in a very quick way. So when we are as apes, what we know that we just go, the apes will go anywhere and they hunt and they eat any animal that were present over there. And then similarly, there was a time of being a caveman. They started living in a cave, and they have the access to the things which is around them, and they started picking up to those things and started having that. And similarly with time, and they get to know that they can actually grow food for themselves by farming and the process. So then what happened? Then human, and then that species settle down and they start growing food for themselves. So from hunting, from going one place to another, and then settling down at a one place and growing food for themselves and for the people, for everyone around them, and they started settling down. So that's how we know that our food habits, our lifestyle, our choices have been changed throughout this time. What we are picking from animal food to started growing our own food. So these habits change, these habits evolve with time as we got to know about how we can access through our things, how we can use our things around us. And we know, and these habits, these lifestyle habits, these dietary changes, the geographical changes, the climate changes, everything impacts your gut microbiota. And if we move further, so this picture, let's not get confused by seeing so many dots and so many colors over on your screen. So this is a picture which represent your different gut microbiota of different species present on our land today. So we are seeing that it's very cluttered. It's so many things that you can see. There's some fishes and some picture of a bird and a reptile, and our most closely linked animal, which is your monkeys. So if we go ahead, we see if, for example, if we are on a plane, if we look from the highest point, we see everything is so cluttered. We cannot distinguish between which is what we are seeing. So as we come closer to the land, we can distinguish between where is present, where is trees, where are buildings, where similarly here, as we move close to the landscape, we can able to distinguish between the species and even as among the our human beings. So the gut microbiota of fish, birds, monkeys, humans, deer, reptiles, everyone has a different gut microbiota because their food choices, their factors, the factors which affecting them is so different. Their climate is different. Everything is different around them. So whatever diet they pick, we know somebody who's a carnivorous is different diet and their gut microbiota is different. Somebody who's a herbivorous, so who only eats plant, is different. Their gut microbiota will going to be different. And in which habitat they are living. Are they living in their own habitat? Are they living in their some artificial or captivative form or like a zoo they are living? So that's geographical changes again is impacting their gut microbiota. Let's compare of gut microbiota between humans and primates. And if we see even on this earth as a human species, every region has, we can see a different humans. Like if we go to the African areas, we see there is a change. We all are humans, but our facial structure is different. The skin color is different. If we come to the Asian side, again, there is a difference in the facial structures. There is difference in the skin color. So even if we are saying we're talking about one species, human beings, but still there is so much diversity. There is so much diversity here. Let me just give you an example, explain you in a more better way. What is this gut microbiota is look like? So we all know, let's example of a city, a very busy city. So our gut microbiota is same, is in that way. In our digestive system, if you look into the gut microbiota, it is same. It is so much busy. It has so much diversity. The microbes are present in our digestive system. It has so many diversity. It has but it was not same. Similarly, how our city look like today, it was not same how it looked like many years back. So we evolved throughout this time. And initially what happened, we have very few bacteria which perform very simple functions. But with time, with evolution, with changes, with change in our surroundings, we see that there is a huge diversity in gut microbiota in our digestive system. So here in picture, if you're looking at this picture, the blue dots which you're able to see is the human gut microbiota, and closer to that is your monkey's gut microbiota. So one more thing, again, your apes and humans gut microbiota might be same or there will be difference. And again, if apes, we can give example of chimpanzees, gorillas, these two, which we found in the captivated or in a zoo, they have different gut microbiota. Similarly, a wild monkey who is living in a forest has a different gut microbiota. All those factors will be the same. That is climate, the food he is eating, the geographical regions, everything. Again, they are from the same family, but because they are living into different regions geographically and climate change, then so that the surroundings are different, the environment around them is different. So their gut microbiota is again different. Human microbiome in evolution. So similarly, as I talked about our apes, that even being on from the same species, you can see that there is a diversity. There is a difference in gut microbiota from where they live and everything. Similarly, if we talk about human beings, so somebody who is living in we are living here in India, somebody who's living in US, somebody who's living in we take these examples, Venezuela, different areas, or even being in the US also, or being in India also, we are living in different states, different region. Our gut microbiota differs. Because if we talk about me being in the Delhi, somebody who's living in Kashmir is having more different climates and different food choices, and they definitely opt for different food choices to keep themselves healthy and for their well-being. Similarly, in this picture, you can see here you can see two words: industrialization population and non-industrialization population. So what the scientists, the researcher divided the human population into two: industrialization and non-industrialization. Industrialization again is that part where people in the village areas where it is not so much industrialized, where the development is not happen. But again, so their choices is what they're more closely attached to their locally grown food. They're more closely attached to the plant-based and the farming they do. They always opt for that. And the environment where they are living is again different from a person who is living in a city, in an industrialized city. So in an industrialized city, what we are as a people like us, our lifestyle is so different, so fast. It's we always opt for something. We can sometimes don't give time to make our meals, so we just opt something very quickly, something junk sometimes, and processed food, anything like that. So our first focus, not always we pick something which is locally grown food and which is very easily or seasonal based things. We just go for anything which is around us, because we are living in two different states, and been living in two different geographically different states and in surroundings. That's how our mindsets work. That's how we develop our lifestyle. That's how we develop our choices. That's how we develop we acquire certain taste also. I'm living in a village area, definitely taking more of a fresh fruits and whatever growing around me, whatever I grow for myself, I picked up and directly have that or cook that for myself. It will not be easy to happen in a city like if you talk about the Delhi or industrialized way. So it is not easy. So that's how, even living in the same country, we have so much diversity in gut microbiota. We can see somebody is having different gut microbiota, other person is having different gut microbiota. In the previous slide, I was giving you an example, like how chimpanzee who's living in a zoological area has a different gut microbiota than the wild monkey who's living in a forest is different. That is again, if we look into these animals who's living in the non-industrialized area, they always pick something raw. They always pick something which is high in fiber. So if they are eating something raw, it is high in fiber. It is not processed. It is not having any refined sugar. Similarly, if some animals who is living in the zoo area, they will be getting, or anything around the industrialized area, they'll always be picking up those things which we are eating. Even we go in the zoo, we always offer these animals anything we are eating. And if we see around us, the monkeys are running here and then, they always pick up food which a human being is eating. So their choices is not always they pick something raw and they pick something fruits. They always pick up something similarly in our way. Whatever is there to feed themselves, they just pick that. So again, their fiber intake is always low. So they're because they might be picking up on something which is packed foods, processed food. So again, they are eating more of a saturated fats. They are taking more of a refined sugar. So that's how your surroundings actually affects your gut microbiota. So so this is what we find out. Like, we know how our gut microbiota evolved throughout this time of being. We all know humans are the most evolved, but as I mentioned this point earlier, we were from our apes to the caveman to being settled in a one place as a human being, and we started growing our food. We not only evolve as an individual, but we evolve as a community as well. As a human species, we talk about as a community because we are more evolved in that form. Initially, we just hunting and eating and taking food for ourselves, and then we settled down and we started growing, and it benefits everybody around us and our community as well. So which food do you think is rich in fiber? You can comment down your answers and let me know in the chat box which food items do you think is rich in fiber, or you take and you think it's a good source of fiber as well. So let just quickly we see the comparison of our plant-based and animal-based diets. So I guess till now we have the picture which diet is good for us, plant-based or animal-based. And if we look into the comparison, we know that plant-based has very less cholesterol, very less or no saturated fat. Instead, if we look at the animal-based, definitely your lamb or your beef, they have more of saturated fat, high dietary fibers in your plant-based, very low in your animal-based. Again, low saturated content in your plant-based, high saturated content in your animal-based because of the fat content present in the animal. Very high in minerals and vitamins, your plant-based diet, and your animal-based diet might not have that much of minerals in them. There is one very important thing we know we need in our diet is called phytonutrients and antioxidants. And these antioxidants, we always say, if we look into the examples, is the fresh fruits and vegetables, and that's you get from a plant-based diet. And the animal-based diet always have a very low and no antioxidant property. So if we look into the how your plant-based diet and animal-based diets impact you, so the opportunistic bacteria which you get from the animal-based diet, they might be not very harmful in nature, but as soon as food like processed food or food like very high sugar food, they enter your digestive system. So what happened? They interact with the opportunistic bacteria and they releases acid, and that acid actually creates a lot of inflammation in your body. So this inflammation happen and then your immunity goes down and it affects your health in an overall manner, and it is the reason of many chronic diseases. Similarly, your plant-based diet always promote your beneficial bacteria in your gut microbiome, and which also it has your beneficial bacteria releases short chain fatty acids, which improves your immunity and lowers down the opportunistic bacteria. And the harmful bacteria goes down, the more beneficial bacteria in your gut. And again, your chronic diseases we see in the screen, like cardiovascular, diabetes, obesity, weight management, hypertension, neurological issues, they all you can control or you can improve their health with the plant-based diet because your gut is in a better position. Impact on environment. Again, your diets, what we choose to eat, again has a very major impact on your environment. If we look into the quickly look into the example, if we see like 2 football fields, for example, which is equals to 2 acres. If for anyone who is a animal-based, take the animal-based diet, only one person will able to eat or fulfill his stomach throughout the year. But on the other hand, a plant-based diet, if we grow and farming and do cropping and everything on those 2 acres similar land, we will able to feed 14 people per year. So we can see 1 people over 14. No, 14 people over 1, definitely we need to opt for more plant-based choices, more go for a farming and cropping, so we can have a more food and we can feed more people. So quickly your environmental benefits of being a veganism and being like we choose our plant-based food, how it can affect our environment, less greenhouse gases emission like your methane. And again, if there is less greenhouse gases are the directly impact on our global warming. So we are also helping in preventing that, and again conserves water. Soil erosion is less, reduces pollution because of this transportation and media. Again, another greenhouse emission gas, which is nitrous oxide, it also gets lower down with if we opt for more veganism. And there are species who feed themselves on like a herbivores, I talk, or any species who eats plant and crop and more of a vegetarian. So they're extinct species. We can help them. The biodiversity of your oceans can be prevented, and also we can prevent the bycatch. Like sometimes a turtle is get hurt if we are targeting some particular fishes. So these are the points which actually these are the environmental benefits we get if we opt for a plant-based diet. So for the today's activity, I would like everybody share a well-designed, decorative, plant-based plate in your WhatsApp groups today, so that me and other nutritionists will see and assess them and help you out. So in today's session, whatever you have learned, and even throughout these 5 days, whatever you have learned, opt for the best plant-based food for yourself. Design a plate, share it in your groups, and let us know. And I just want to say, and then thank you so much everyone for being patient and listening to me. And I know you all are doing so much good, and I hope you're getting so much benefits out of it. And so stay motivated, stay active, and we'll definitely see you again very soon. So thank you everyone. Now I would like to call the host, Prashant sir, you can proceed further.
Simrita, you need to close your PPT. Just a moment. So thank you so much, Simrita. It was quite insightful. We got to know how we are the most evolved species, and how different species are, how different gut microbiota are different in different animals. We could also see what are the advantages of plant-based meals, and what are the environmental benefits of veganism. So thank you so much. Or it is said, it is not over until it is over. So picture abhi baki hai mere dost. Or when we talk about the overall health, fitness has to be an integral part of it. And to talk about the next level, to take this session forward, we have again someone special who again has been so regular, so instrumental, or in this transformative journey. So without much ado, please help me invite and welcome our fitness expert today, Meenal Pathak. Meenal, over to you.
Thank you, Prashant. Picture abhi baki hai. I love that dialogue. Thank you. A very warm welcome to today's session. Let's get started. We're going to start with some warm-up poses on the mat, and then we'll have some asanas and some core workout as well. So, it's been few days and we've been doing a lot of core intensive asanas, which are helping you build strength and flexibility both. So we'll slowly and very, in a very comfortable manner, take you a level high and a high and a high. We'll try to add some movements today, which are actually core movements, very helpful in building your spine strength also, but still stay cautious and move in a range which you can comfortably go. Yeah, so here we go. We'll start with the warm-up poses on the mat. So just open your legs out, try to stay on the mat, tuck your toes in, lengthen. and then point your toes out, stretch. So this time, as you point your toes out, you also engage in right from your inner thighs to your quads to your calf muscles. Full deep stretch, and then inhale and bring the toes in. Exhale, point the toes out. Inhale, bring the toes in. Exhale, point the toes out. This time, as you inhale, you're going to hold on to the big toe and also stretch to the side. Exhale and go as deep as possible. Again, inhale automatically, but every time you exhale, you go deeper. So, 1, 2, 3. So this is every time exhale. You can do it through the nose, and if that's a problem, you can push the air out from the mouth like. I want you to engage right from the obliques and core. So I engage all the core muscles, lengthen through the spine as you go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Same to the other side. Squeeze, lengthen. Make sure that throughout you will feel the stretch. So you will not lift your legs up like this. Even if you feel that there is a lot of stretch which comes when you do it, just reduce your range of motion here. You can also just keep stretching the center, but this stretch has to stay. Okay, so keep going. 1, 2, lengthen through the spine. 3, 4, 5, 6. It's perfectly fine. Big toe, center, heel, wherever you can. Go, keep going. 5 more. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. You are engaging your core. You are also engaging your entire upper body as you going low. So make sure with this movement, there has to be no stretch to your neck or to your cervical spine. So just go with the flow. Let's do one set to the center also. So all those people who are not able to hold and pick it right from here can just sit nice tall. And if you have a problem sitting nice and tall, like this on the mat, and it is absolutely okay. If you've not been doing it, you might find it difficult to sit like this, leg wide open, spine nice and length. So there is a very simple hack for this. Increase the height of your hips. Okay, so sit on a slightly raised platform, which means that if you sit on a raised platform, so if I'm gonna keep my hips on a raised platform, it will give the support to my tail. Yeah, and then sitting like this will be easy. So all of those people who find it difficult to sit like this and feel that you are not able to sit on a mat, make sure that you are using a cushion right as a wedge. Okay, so again, your tailbone is absolutely supported. And now let's do center, keeping your core engaged, hands every time back to the center, and here you go. So go 1 and 1, 2 and 2. Yes, that's easy when you get the cushion in. Very nice. But still feel the length here. You have to keep feeling the stretch right from your inner thighs to your calves, to your heels, and then keep pulling it. Yeah, just open up your body. 3 and 3, 4 and 4, 5 and 5. Inhale as you get to the center. Exhale, push the air out. When you push the air out, your navel gets stuck in. So this goes 6 and 6. Breathe out. 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Relax up. Butterfly. Again, you can keep sitting in the butterfly. For a while, I want you to squeeze your both the heels in, lengthen through the spine and push it out. Stretch. Same way, your spine has to be nice and tall in all the positions. So if you are not comfortable otherwise, keep that cushion handy throughout. Keep stretching through the spine. Lengthen. Lengthen. And see how far you can go. Keep stretching out. Okay, and then slowly get back on the mat. Your feet, hips, shoulders all in one straight line. Tucking your navel nicely in. We'll start with the bridge poses. From a simple glute bridge, we'll move on to a single leg glute bridge thrust or a core thrust, or once we'll do it, I'll explain it better. But make sure this time you're doing it glute intensive. So your knees and heels, your ankles, they all have to be in one straight line. Squeeze in. So our warm-up pose will also be like that. So you're going to squeeze in up and low. So thrust that move through your hips. You're going to thrust the move through the hips. So somewhere like this. So you're going to thrust like 1, 2. So you're not resting back. The movement stays up and up. Squeeze all your core muscles. In core power, like we say. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2. So there is no flaring of the rib cage. There is no pushing out. I want you to just engage through the glutes and thrust. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax back. Again, each and every vertebrae down to the mat. Simple movement we're gonna do, but this time we'll do it with the single leg. So what will happen with the other leg? The other leg will be on the mat. We'll squeeze it on the toes. Yeah. So it's gonna get a little intensive, but all the pressure will have to be through your core. So you'll engage your core muscles and then bring that pressure up and up. Beautiful move to target all your core muscles, strengthen your spine without any impact to the joints. So your spine, knees, heels, they'll all be rested. So make sure that you're engaging your muscles and not pushing through the movement. So just like this, have it on the toes and up. Okay. Now your bridge is up on the toes. So you'll lift your one leg. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So see, my other leg is on the toe. I'm squeezing my core muscles. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there is no movement of the leg like this. The only movement is same, just the way we did before. Bridge, 6, like this. This is the movement, okay? But from both the legs, we're moving the movement to a single leg, yeah? So isolation is one thing which we are starting. Plus, we are also doing the direct engagement of the hip and the core together. So something like 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, squeeze, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks very simple, but once you start doing it, it kills you, right? Exactly. So, you know, core muscles, as much as we say, are the powerhouse, very strong muscle group. But once you start working on them, you realize the most, the most burn, like the muscle in which you can feel the most burn, and the muscle which, gets strengthened very fast. So in this, only these few days, you would have realized that, wow, there's quite a change in your posture, in the way you, move around and walk, the way you sit. It's all just by the pool. Let's move it on to the other side. Okay, this time, toes here, squeeze, lift the other leg up, It's perfectly fine if there is a small bend you want in your leg. We are still not talking the movement in and up. We are talking about the movement which is up and up and up. And all those people who are still not able to shift to the single leg, it's absolutely okay. Keep doing the same movement with both the legs, but try to get on the toes. Yeah. So increase the intensity by lifting your heels off the mat. Again, we'll do the same 20 reps. We can do it like just we did 10-10, or we can do it all 22. Squeeze, lift, core engage, start building up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not resting back, so keep going up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice. If you think there's more pressure to your spine after doing it, just do the simple hip switch we did before. Squeeze. You're going to shift your legs to one side. 4, palms out. Take a nice deep breath. Diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale. Exhale. To the other side. Diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale. And exhale. To the other side. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to lengthen to the side. Just stretch right from the armpits. Stretch it all out and lengthen. Same to the center. To the other side. Lengthen. And back. All good? And now we're going to start with these moves slowly. So stay in your comfortable range. So it's perfectly fine that if I'm making you do sets of 20-20, you'll only do the sets of like maybe 10, 12 like that. But complete the range, like take a breather, come down, then add another 10. Next move which we are adding today are the leg raises. Okay, amazing move. You will just do one half to protect your spine while doing it. And after this, we'll actually add a strengthening move also. Okay, so you will have both the palms supporting your lower lumbar spine. Squeeze. You're going to lift your both the legs up. Stretch. Okay, now when you are going down, your core has to be engaged. You will not arch up your spine. Yeah, like the way we've been doing it for so many days. No arching of the spine. It only says engage. So rather when you bringing your legs down, you breathe out like. So further engage as you exhale. You're going to further engage as you exhale. So you are here, a nice deep inhale, and then as you exhale, it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I keep looking sides. So please make sure that your chin stays tucked. Whenever you're doing leg raises or any such move, you will not be pulling your chin to the sky. Not pulling your chin to the sky. You will keep your chin tucked to your chest. So you are here. Squeeze and then you go. Something like 1, 2, 3, like that. 4, 5. Breathe out. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10 more. 1, 4. 4 is very strong, like I said. 3, 4. Last 5. 5, 6. Breathe out. 7, 8, 9, 10. simple and most amazing way to get your core muscles and understand your core muscles. Definitely the one right below your navel. Tuck the core in, lengthen through the spine, engage each and every vertebra. Just hold it here. And let's just do a simple diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale, expand. Exhale, tap. And up. Inhale, expand. Exhale, tap. And lengthen. So again, a very simple way, but very effective way of getting that core into action. And the last move which we'll do is a dead bug. Again, a great move to strengthen your spine and bring that length. So what you'll do is you'll have your knees and your hands like this. Okay. The idea is to put your opposite hand and the opposite leg down. And then back to the center. Opposite hand and the opposite leg down. And then back to the center. Opposite hand and the opposite leg down. And then back to the center. So remember, it's not going to be a cyclic movement. You'll not move it like a cycle. There has to be stop at the center. You'll take a breather at the center and you'll engage your muscles back at the center and again there. Amazing for strengthening your spine and making you understand the core. Okay, this is a great way to lengthen, strengthen, and stretch. All three in just one. Yeah. So let's do 5-5 both the sides, but make sure you're coming back to the center with this. Squeeze up, lift. So here you go. 1, center, 1, center. 2, center, 2, center. 3, center, 3, center. 4, center, 4, center. 5. So do you feel the stretch as you get your opposite hand and the opposite leg? Your entire core is getting that stretch. Yeah. Then back to the center. Again, stretch and back to the center. 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 Stretch back to the center. Blend it back to the center. Blend it and back. Again down. Hold it here. Each and every vertebrae on the mat. Relax up. Let's start with a single leg power move. You're going to have your knee in and stretch to the other side. If possible, you will have to lengthen the other leg full, like this. But if not, it's perfectly fine to keep yourself comfortable. Like here also you can press from the back. And here also you can just keep it slightly soft. Both the knees. Hold and stretch. Your chest locking with your thighs. Nice. Let's do the side stretching. Crossing your legs one over the other. To one side. Stretch away. I guess all this will be easy now. In fact, this will become your cool downs and warm-up movements as we start adding a little more intensive formats. See, that's how the progress looks like. How you gain strength, how you move forward, back to the center here, to the other side, lengthen and stretch. just because we've done 4 here, so we'll be one opposite stretch. I want you to come down on the mat. Rise up in the cobra. Squeeze and rise up. Squeeze not like this. Roll your shoulders back. Elbows stop and up. Breathe out on the mat. Lengthen the hips. Child pose. Again, on the mat, cobra, stretch, lengthen, inhale, up. Exhale, stretch back, lengthen, down to the mat. Take a breather. One last time. Lengthen down the mat. A nice deep inhale. Squeeze. Lift up. Exhale. Lengthen. Thank you so much everyone for joining in and doing all the moves with us. So you will realize that slowly and steadily we are working on your strength and we'll take you all with us to a higher level. So stay consistent, join us every day and stay happy and keep rocking. Thank you so much everyone. Thanks,
Thank you
Prashant,
so
over
much.
to you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Meenal. It was lovely watching you and learning all those moves. Even I was also keenly watching how to unlock or make your important organs, body parts more flexible. So you talked about all the stretches which necessarily helped lumbar spine, inner thighs, quads, hams, the entire core. And it was lovely ending with all those yogas, asanas. I mean, the child pose, Balasana and Shavasana. Or thank you so much. Or before I leave, I would like to say one thing, because thank you so much, everyone, because it takes so much of effort waking up early in the morning and be prepared for the entire session, indulging in all those sessions, listening carefully. It wouldn't have been possible without your effort, and it is all your full commitment, dedication, discipline, your vibrant energy, your zeal, enthusiasm, which makes this journey even more interesting and possible. So signing off for now, and thank you all who are involved in the smooth execution of this program, today's session. So signing off now and hope we meet soon again. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.